Hi everyone. So today I just wanna show you um breaker block, especially breaker block confluence in the market using momentum and together knowing your bias. So I missed on this sell right here. This was the entry. Whenever you see this finger or this like and shows this is the entry or was the entry point. All right, so just like gonna like back up a little bit like at this point like what happened. So um before all that there was this point we bought. So again, whenever you see these things on my setup, these things they mean areas of reaction, like price is probably going to react on those areas. That's what they mean. Okay, so like on this one I was expecting price to react here because broken this change of character here with momentum, as you can see. But then since the market was bullish, it only reacted for a short while and then went on to break the whole structure here, which means this was again now bullish. So as you can see, this move is retracing. Why did I say it's retracing? Because this one is impulse in this like this impulse placement. See, I'm sure you can tell the difference between this. This is like more like a straight line, and this is more like a zigzag. So this is what retracement. All right. So now, again, I marked this. I marked this area of reaction again. I was expecting reaction. There wasn't any, so I waited and used this demand zone. And as you can see, the demand zone was respected on this like first step in here, right? So on this first step, what do we do? Do we buy or what? Okay, you can buy here, but you have to be aware of this. This is an area of reaction again. So once you buy here, this will be your what? Your target, okay? Or you target up here. I don't know, that's up to you, but you should target here for your safety, okay? So now this is what happens. Price retraces back, goes on again. So now we wanna buy. What do we do? Do we buy here or do we buy here? This is what happens. Okay. So now what you see here, this is liquidity because we have equal lows, which resembles liquidity. All right. So now should we buy here? Should we use this as what? As our demand, like this, for example. Say this is our reaction zone. There wasn't like any reaction here because, for example, like price is coming from this supply, which means supply is in control. We talked about this like in all my previous videos. Supply is in control, so demand may be violated. So what happens now is price like just collected liquidity from this and then went off buy. Now, I wouldn't buy like at any of these points, but I remember I posted this in the group, setup group, this setup here. This was the entry right here. This was the entry for buys right here, right? So after this, we went on to break this again, right? We broke structure again. So you should be careful, like how price is coming back to your zone or your whatever like strategy you use. You have to be careful, like how price is coming back. So this is our next area of reaction, which means we're gonna be looking for what? For an entry here. All right. So now we had like a little bit of momentum here. Okay, which means this was an area of reaction, this one. So some would like trade here, but it's risky. This is an entry, like down here. This is your entry, this one right here. Right here, this was what the entry, but it was risky. Why? Because of this momentum, but it was risky. Okay, so this is what happens. Like if you enter here, price goes up like that. So now we want to enter again. This is our next what area of reaction. So most people tend to use this. Yes, sometimes they are respected, but most of the times they are not. So this is why I use the inside breakup block. I use the inside breakup blocks. I'll make another video explaining what I just said. Okay. So now I was only interested with this one, right? So now after this, price came back here to tap inside of our demand. So now we have to like look for buy. So there wasn't like any entry in here, but price just took off. Okay. So when price took off, we did not get a chance like to enter. So now remember this price broke this, right? But also remember we had like a change of character here. This was a change of character. So I did not mark it. So now the main reason why I looked bearish or to sell was because of this break here. This is a liquidity break. Okay. So once I saw this, I knew something was going to happen. So liquidity break, and as you can see, the rejection is very, very big. So I waited to see if price is going to break this. So now it created equal lows, which resembles liquidity, of course. So I wouldn't sell here again. Why? Because price did not break anything down here. And also this movement has momentum. So I would want to wait price to break this. You see, once this one is broken, maybe we can look to what to sell. So for starters, this was a breaker block, so you could have like looked for an end there. This one, this was a good entry point, and then we saw the down here. This should be your take profit because it's an area of reaction, and like look what happened when price reached this zone. Okay, but we could not enter any buys because we did not have any entry. There wasn't any entry provided here. Okay, so go back up here to this change of character. This is an area of reaction again. So now what do we do with an area of reaction? We have to look for an entry. So not writing off this momentum, we shouldn't write it off when we are looking for entry, because we want to make sure that it's no longer valid. It's validated. Okay, so we have this area reaction. All right, we have this area of reaction. So I want to see this area of reaction like get violated. I want to see it get violated. Okay, so now tap, price goes back, so you can see. So now this is an entry again, this one, but it's a risky entry. Okay, a risk entry. Why did I say it's an entry? Because price is coming from supply. That's number one. Number two, we have momentum here, and this one is retracing. So this is why, but it's risky to enter here. So this is entry number one. Entry number two, and the safest entry is waiting for price. Like you see, like we validated this reaction zone, right? So now price actually came down with momentum, and this is what we want to see. So once we saw this momentum, we go back and mark the first low, which was broken by price when momentum kicked in. This is this one. And this is our area of what? Of reaction, which means this becomes our supply or break or whatsoever. This will be our point of interest. So into our point of interest, we had like this momentum which was respected by price. Yep, price rejection comes back into our supply zone. Still, there is no entry. There isn't any entry until this happens. Like this happens, cracks, and then you see this was our entry. Like if we were using a smaller time frame, it would make sense. But this was confirmation entry that you needed. So now we are in another reaction zone. So we're just waiting to see what happens in this reaction zone. Is the price gonna violate it, or is the price gonna respect it? If it's respected, we look for the same pattern on the lower time frame to look for buys. So that's that. And thank you.